All right, we got a badass video for y'all today. So if you've been watching our channel, which hopefully you have, if not, subscribe, like the video. We just showed you a race with a stock Trackhawk versus a 911 Porsche that has our turbo upgrade package on it. It was a 997.2, it was a 2010 car, which is actually a really good platform. It's all-wheel drive, light, nimble. So we put it up against the stock Trackhawk just to see how they would compare. And we knew obviously the Porsche was gonna beat it, but we didn't know how bad. So as you can tell by the video, it beat it pretty bad. So once we released the video, we got a lot of comments of people wanting to know, okay, what would it do against a Stage 4R Trackhawk? And we were actually kind of interested to just see how they would compare. So, you know, the Porsche is a sports car. It's aerodynamic, it's light, it's nimble, it's all-wheel drive just like the Trackhawk. And it's about 725 horsepower, 725 foot-pounds of torque after our upgrade package. And, you know, so the Stage 4R Trackhawk, they're around 5,500 pounds, all-wheel drive, SUV, about as aerodynamic as a brick. But, you know, we figure what the hell, let's put them up against each other and just see what they would do. So we're gonna take it out and kind of just basically make it as fair as possible. So we're gonna put the Trackhawk in track mode. We're not going to do any launch control, anything like that. We're just going to leave from a dead stop. And the Porsche, we're going to put that in Sport Plus, which is the equivalent of its track mode. No launch control, same thing. We're just going to try to make it whatever variables as fair as possible. So we're just going to line them up, both just hit the gas. There's going to be no manual shifting, nothing. Just going to let the cars shift out since we've built both cars. We've tuned the engines and transmissions in both cars. So we're going to see with our packages how these two vehicles would stack up against each other. So I'm not really sure which one is going to win. Honestly, I've driven both of them. So the driving experience of both vehicles is drastically different. The way they feel, sound, you know, it's hard for me to compare. They both feel fast, but if I had to get in one and get in the other, I can't really tell which one's going to win. So this is actually going to be a race that I'm actually super interested to see the results of how they stack up. And again, they're drastically different vehicles. So we're gonna take them both out. Let's get to it. Let's see which one beats it, which one stacks, how they stack up against each other, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, what's the best mode that this thing in? Sport Plus?
Yeah, Sport Plus. So you stay in Sport Plus, that's its highest mode, and I'll stay in track mode. And then we'll just nothing. We'll just smash the gas and go, like no launch control. We'll just see what does what. Did you watch the video of the one where it was like the Porsche on the stock Trackhawk?
Yeah, and that thing, the Porsche pulled ridiculous. So that's what I'm saying. I think because this is all-wheel drive too, much lighter, probably around the same horsepower, maybe a tad bit less, but the weight ratio is like crazy different. So and plus it's so lower to the ground compared to that. So.
Okay, so I'm driving the Trackhawk and Logan is piloting the Porsche. So Logan's a very good driver.
All right, don't worry. I've done thousands of passes down the track, okay?
And HRA top fuel.
Yeah, I've done that for years now. I did it while I was building speaker boxes. Yeah, but no, I think definitely this thing will pull at the ending because it's so much more aerodynamic, lower to the ground, lighter. That thing after, you know, around 100, they hit like a barrier. Obviously they keep climbing, but compared to this car is going to surpass it definitely. With the area that we have, I think this car will definitely pull on it. From the dig is going to be the throw up because this thing's around 800-ish, I believe, to the wheel. And then that, you know, obviously a thousand-ish to the crank. So it's going to be definitely a good fight here. So we'll see. And I know he's not going to be able to hook up in this wheel because this thing just loves to hook up. So it's going to be fun.
You know, we're going to see basically how these two stack up against each other. So the first run, we kind of didn't really determine exactly if we're going to leave on 3-2-1 or 3-2-1 go. So, you know, what we had is basically a cell phone on speakerphone. And so it wasn't 100% clear from the get-go. You know, so the beginning of the race might be skewed just a little bit. So that was our fault, 100%. We didn't want to do endless runs, obviously, you know, draw any unwanted attention to ourselves. So we basically got 2 good solid runs in. So as you could tell in the first one, it is actually very, very close. I think honestly it shocked me and Logan how close it actually was. The camera guys, they were like, holy shit, I can't believe it. I don't think anybody knew what to expect. Okay, so the second race was actually much more accurate. We had our shit together. We decided we're gonna leave on go, you know, and the first race honestly kind of shocked a lot of us. I didn't even I did not expect it to be that close. I couldn't say which one was gonna win or not win, but I definitely did not expect them to be that close. So the second run, we tried to make it literally have everything timed exactly right so we could actually see, okay, is one faster than the other? 3, 2, 1, go. Holy shit! I was flooring it too, god damn. And even watching the videos, you know, when we got done with the race, I couldn't really tell. I could see out of my peripheral vision, and then so could Logan. I mean, we both got done with the race. I'm like, who was pulling on who? I couldn't even see, you know, and he's like, I don't know. So after reviewing the footage, it's kind of weird. It's like you'll see a portion of the run where the Porsche actually gains ground, and then you'll see the Trackhawk gain ground, then the Porsche gains some ground. So a definitive winner, I'd say they're about as close as possible. Now, obviously, if we took this to an excessive rate of speed, at some point, I think the advantage would go to the Porsche just because of sheer weight and aerodynamics. But, you know, I'm not going to take a car to that rate of speed, you know, especially a customer's car, to be able to test all that. So pretty interesting results, honestly, you know. So that is a standard Stage 4R Trackhawk. So this Trackhawk features the full carbon fiber Demon hood from Black Ops. Chad and John do like an amazing job with all that carbon fiber stuff. If you all have a Trackhawk and you're looking for an aftermarket hood, there's several companies out there. There's SCL, there's some others that make total shit that I'm not gonna mention. Save yourself the headache, just get the stuff that Black Ops sells. That's literally the only thing that we will put on. It fits phenomenal. Quality is ridiculously high, so save yourself the headache and just go with their stuff. So that's a 2018, it's actually a blue slate pearl, so they only made 33 of that color. It's obviously covered in 3M vinyl wrap. So that's basically it. That's just a standard Stage 4R Trackhawk. If you did any of our upgrade stuff beyond that, then it would have definitely beat the Porsche because it was so neck and neck. Okay, so this about wraps it up. If there's anything else that you all want to see comparisons of and we can pull it off, just drop it in the comments. We'd be happy to do it. We're always looking for suggestions. We have a bunch of footage of some really cool stuff, comparison videos that we haven't released yet. I think you'll definitely want to check that out. A lot of Tesla stuff. A lot of people really like Teslas. I like them personally myself. I think the engineering is remarkable, but these aren't just normal Teslas. These are modified Teslas. So that'll get into a whole nother topic that we'll share in a video. One last thing I want to mention is if you're local to us, or even if you're not local, we are going to start having car meets, and the first one is going to be November 29th. It's going to be a pro first responder police charity auction event. And basically we have a lot of local law enforcement that come in, and you know, if they're car enthusiasts, they come around, look at the shop and take pictures and stuff. And you know, there's a lot of negative publicity, you know, about police on the news and everything. I'm sure all y'all see that. So talking to them firsthand, getting to know what it's really like to experience that negativity from their point of view, was honestly even kind of shocking to me. You know, there's a lot of things that they have to put up with on a daily basis, even outside their work, that, you know, really is it's kind of sad, honestly. So we want to try to do something to highlight basically all the good that the police and first responders do in all our communities. You know, the first person you call when you're in trouble or you feel like you're in danger is the police. And quite honestly, all the negative attention toward you know, a few bad police officers, not really fair to judge all police officers. I think it's basically common sense. So in other words, we're gonna have an event, and that's gonna be the main topic of the event and the reason we're having the event. So again, if you're local to us and you want to check it out, please come by, or even if you're in town for a vacation or anything like that, be the 29th, and we'll have updates on all our social media stuff. We're planning on doing this as a monthly event, so if you can't make it this time, just watch for updates. We're going to have this every month, and hopefully, you know, it's a good positive thing to do in the community, and overall just tell the police department and first responders how much we respect and appreciate everything they do for everybody. So thanks for watching, see you again next time.